Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. just had a recent incident where he had to go to the hospital, had some complications going on. And it was actually more serious than I thought. At first I said, he's having surgery. It looks like it's serious, at this age, especially when you have an emergency surgery out of nowhere. And at first I was like, can't be too bad. But recently he said that the doctor actually saved his life, so it was very serious. And he had a situation where they needed an emergency ASAP. So he went ahead and had surgery. We know that he was recently at a lot of events. The last time I seen him at an event was possibly, I don't know if he was at the Crawford Canelo overlooking that, because there was so many people recently. I think Chavez possibly was at that fight. But I know he was at the Oscar Valdez fight recently. And, he does commentary. But since then, that was recent. That was not too long ago. So for him to be in surgery, especially after that recent fight with Canelo and Crawford, had to be something serious. He said the doctor really saved my life. He said it was a little dangerous and a lot of stuff going on. Don't want to get into details of it, but pretty serious. He had some situations where, just needed some things observed and looked at and cleaned out, I guess, with the surgery he had. But yeah, a lot of things going on, man. We have a few legends that's having surgery off and on. We had Tommy Hearns recently who had hip surgery. I think a lot of people overlook that, but he's getting older, man. He's been a long time. And Tommy Hearns is a good fighter. A great legend in the sport of boxing. So you have Tommy Hearns, who's a legend, Chavez, who's a legend. You gotta look at these guys and be like, okay, they got some things going on. Because you never know, man. Like with George Foreman recently, things happen. We have Roberto Duran, who had a heart issue recently, and he almost took his last breath in the situation without emergency surgery on his heart. So yeah, man, with these boxers and the legends, when they put their bodies on the line, it's a lot of things that happen. But I think this was just something that out of nowhere that Chavez was just making sure was correct with him. But he's still in great shape these days, though. You got to realize that for a man his age, he's still in good shape, still has a lot of energy. His son Omar just fought recently, who's in this picture. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Just fought recently. And, his relationship with son's a lot better. So, he's in a good spot right now. But that's all I got.